How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out me a ton. You guys get plenty of fun stuff. Not just Kaiju number 8. We cover plenty of manga on the channel, so stick around, check it out, see if anything else catches your interest. But with that being said, we got to get into it because, yeah, that's right. My boy, Soshiro Hoshina, number 1 in the series, at least my favorite, is going to be getting a numbered weapon. Specifically, the numbered weapon that will be made from the body of Kaiju number 10. I am super hyped and I absolutely love it. First of all, I'm super happy that Matsumoto has found ways to keep number 10 relevant for a little while after his defeat. I'm glad he didn't just show up at the base, be super strong, almost annihilate everybody, and then just be gone. This is really nice to have him stick around. He's a fun character, he's enjoyable to have this personality to a kaiju. And yeah, where exactly is this going? What exactly is this weapon gonna be? What is it gonna do? We can kind of skip over what is it gonna be. Sword. Or swords. 1 or 2. Maybe 3. Okay, I'm kidding. No, probably 1 or 2. I don't see why they would make a weapon for Hoshina and not make it a sword. That just doesn't make sense to me. But, who knows? Either way, that's where my money is. What is it gonna do, however, is the more interesting and important question. Well, here's the kind of funny thing about it. We've seen Kaiju with kind of interesting and different abilities. Kaiju number 10 really isn't one of them. What did we really ever see him do? Get bigger, be really strong, scream, and make eyes pop out on the back of his back. The back of his back. On his back. That he doesn't have, like, fireball abilities like the Wyvern Kaiju that were following him did. He doesn't have any of this kind of stuff. He just big, brutish, really strong. But we can go places with this. If anybody knows Gin Ichimaru from Bleach, they would know that his sword can extend very far, very quickly. Maybe not very quickly, but maybe Soshiro Hoshina gets a sword like that can extend or become bigger. And this is actually really good for Hoshina because he has admitted it himself. His weakness is very large kaiju. His swords, it doesn't cut deep enough. They're not big enough to cut all the way through a massive just hunk of kaiju meat. So, if he gets a really big sword, it would be plenty big to cut straight through those big kaiju. He probably would not specialize in taking out large kaiju. Smaller humanoid kaiju or medium size would probably still be his preference, but if something like 10 shows up, he will be much more well equipped to handle it himself. Now, where else can we go besides this growing and shrinking thing? Because I'm assuming it would be able to shrink back down to the size of the normal sword, like, why not? Either way, moving past the size thing, I think that's kind of really on the nose. The eyes on the back. Is it possible that the sword will be able to sprout eyes? I know that might seem kind of strange, and while yes, they aren't eyes on the back or in the back of your head, they're still extra eyes. If they could link with the suit, because remember, he would be made into the suit and weapons. Part of the kaiju is also made for the suit. It does this whole synchronization thing and all of this kinds of crazy crap. If he can link the visual acuity from the blade through his suit to himself, it would still give him extra angles to view stuff from. If you can view stuff from here, and also with a sword out here that has eyes on both sides, you get an extra eye looking forward and one looking backward. Good deal. If you're holding a sword out in front of you, you get 2 eyes looking to each side, or 1 eye looking to each side. Probably do 2 on both, it'd probably be okay. Either way, this is still useful. It does give you a greater dynamic range of vision, which is a good thing in combat. The more things you can see around you, well, the more prepared you are for an attack coming your way. After this whole vision thing, what else can we get to? What else did 10 do? The scream? Are we really going to have a sword that screams? I mean, yeah. Weirder things have happened. Have weirder things happened in this series than a sword that screams? Maybe not in this series particularly, but in manga, definitely. So, where are we going with this? Well, Kaiju number 10 has shown to have a pretty impressive yell. It has some force to it. I can't remember if we ever saw him use it the exact way Kafka typically does, because we have seen Kafka just stand there, "Ah!" just yell really, really loud and just blow stuff away. We've seen it happen multiple times. I'm not sure if Ten's yell can really compare to that specifically, but we can do some things with this. One, it can be a little bit disorienting, especially close combat, especially if a sword is cutting into you and screaming into the cut as it's cutting. Those reverberations running through your body would be very, very painful. We saw number 10 just as a head in this last chapter shaking the entire case he was in. It's pretty impressive. So to have the edge of the blade inside of somebody's body and have it produce something like that would be extremely, extremely painful. Maybe we can combine this with Hoshina's extremely impressive and powerful sword slashes to make sound slashing waves, wind slashing waves, something along those lines. It is very possible the Scream has to put out a lot of air pressure to do these kinds of things. So yeah, maybe we can get a little bit of ranged attack for Hoshina to throw out from time to time. Maybe we put all of these together. You have the sword grow very large. It has an eye on both sides. You can see basically the entire battlefield from, I don't know, 90 feet in the air, holding the sword up there. Then, on top of all this, it adds in the screaming shockwave, and Hoshina goes for the swing. That would be devastating, okay? Absolutely devastating. Also, before anybody mentions it, no, I don't think the eye thing is really redundant with Narumi having eye powers and stuff like that. I don't think it's copying or ripping that off, because it doesn't really do the same thing. Narumi has this weird X-ray vision, future sight, nerve ending, calculating crap going on. That's like way above what Hoshina would get with just a couple extra eyes. This is just linking visual sight. That's all it's doing. You can see more. You don't get any of the kind of benefits that Narumi does. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think. What powers besides these do you think you might get? Do you like these powers or abilities for the weapon? Yeah, this is pretty much all I got. I think it's kind of fun, exciting. It's my favorite character. Maybe I'm just biased. I don't know. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, like I said. And yeah, go down in those comments. Let me know. I love talking to you guys and I respond to pretty much everybody. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed, and I'm out.